Hello and welcome to another Genshin Impact video here on White Whale Gaming. And if you're wondering why I'm standing next to an echoing conch still when I said this video would be progressing the event story, well, for eagle-eyed viewers of the last episode, quietly, you're precious, but I'm talking. I may have said that I picked up 14 conches, but eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed that I only went to 13. Oopsie. So here we are at the last echoing conch before we get into the bulk of today's video. And Klee is looking for Dodoko again.
Zakar, don't push yourself. Look, there's a cave over there. Let's go and rest for a while.
I did go and grab that conch off camera, so it did not show a new entry registered. But once again, these conches stick around for the most part once claimed in the overworld. So with that out of the way, as you can see, we are getting closer to our story objective. Let's sail on over. Or maybe not sail, because I have a feeling this is going to be a long one again. So we will teleport over.
Wake up! Traveler, wake up!
I don't want to. But I can't leave Paimon unattended.
Oh, thank goodness you're awake. Paimon has good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
You know I like dessert first.
Okay, Paimon, sorry. Wake up, something's happened.
Go on, I'm listening.
Okay, bad news first. The bad news is something weird's going on with this island.
Paimon, bad news is not what I'd classify as dessert.
And the good news is it seems like it has nothing to do with what we came across yesterday. Today is a different issue entirely.
And what might that be?
Ah, look, she's awake.
It's talking to me. Weird.
Careful not to frighten her. She's probably just like the others. Humans. Such delicate little things.
How are you doing, mate? Feeling a little fragile?
So, as you can see, the boat can talk.
I might just go back to sleep for a bit. Sorry about that, just bumped the mic.
No! Avoidance isn't gonna solve anything!
Poor soul. Imagine being scared of talking squirrels and boats.
Ha! Well, we can't blame her. After all, humans aren't quite accustomed to hearing things like us talk.
Wait, have you guys always been able to talk?
Of course. Otherwise, how would we communicate with others of our kind?
So in other words, we suddenly gained the ability to understand you? Huh. How strange.
Maybe you've gained some intelligence. Congratulations.
So you're finally awake. Time to rise and shine.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, we went for a little walk. The enchanting scenery and pleasant weather here soothes the body and mind.
Everything is fine, except that some places are a little peculiar.
Oh, the servants of darkness have descended. Rejoice, for the return of the Eminach Reich is nigh.
Main Fräulein means that this is an unexpected development, and she has never seen anything like this before.
No, that's not even close to what she said.
Oh, my apologies. Please take that as my own opinion.
What happened?
After last night, there have been some unusual spectacles on this island.
Yes, swimming birds, flying squirrels, the sun and moon in the sky together. Some of these sights only lasted for a moment, but that doesn't make it any less bizarre.
I heard a strange flapping sound on the island, but didn't see a single flying creature around.
There was also a peculiar floral scent on the wind. Though there are many flowers on this island, that scent did not resemble any of them.
Seems to me like whatever these things are, they aren't visible to the naked eye.
I tried to perform a divination, but my scryglass showed only a chaotic mess that was impossible to decipher.
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. What have we gotten ourselves into?
I had resolved to summon the Imanakreich in this land, but now we observe these puzzling phenomena. Could this be the spawn of the condemned, trying to thwart my sacred endeavor?
Wait, you don't think Alice could be behind all this, do you?
It's not impossible.
But if it really was her, it wouldn't make sense to do all this.
Look at them, old chap. Seems we scared the pants off them.
Aye, well, they've never seen anything like this before. This old boat sailed all over the briny seas in its time, and tried talking to many a sailor too. But in all that time, not a single person has ever spoken back.
Exactly. If it weren't for this environment, who would have thought humans would be able to chat with us?
This environment? What do you mean by that?
The environment. Could it be that the environment is what's interfering with my divinations?
Feels like I might still be dreaming.
Even if you were. Dreams aren't supposed to become reality, right? And a dream won't make you suddenly understand boats and squirrels.
What's wrong?
Look! Over there!
An illusion? No, it felt too real to be an illusion.
Those things we saw flickering in and out. That's exactly what I saw earlier this morning. Does this mean the Imanakreich is real?
Wait, what?
Oh, behold, the Imanakreich has come, just as your Prinzessin had prophesied. Come, my people, a new chapter awaits us.
Indeed, mein Fräulein. We all have witnessed this miracle with our own eyes, and now is the time to celebrate the creation of a new world. Rejoice.
Welcome to the Imanakreich.
She looks so happy. Paimon doesn't have the heart to interrupt her right now.
Oh, she doesn't seem surprised in the slightest. Does that just come with being an experienced adventurer, or...?
If this isn't an illusion, we ought to go and investigate.
I got an idea. If you hurt yourself in a dream, you wake up right away, don't you?
Yes, you have a point.
Right? So come on, Kazuha, hit me.
Yes, hit her so hard she flies out of this whole game.
I'd rather not. How about you hit me instead?
But that'll hurt real bad.
Hey, there'll be no need for any of that. Just leave it to us. Hey, Traveler, can Paimon hit you?
What are you talking about?
I like your senses of humor, me hearties. An illusion. So, Talking boats and squirrels are just an illusion to humans, huh?
Now, it's understandable, old chap. Haven't you heard? As humans grow older, they forget many important things and lose many of their abilities.
Aye, so they do. A pity to be sure. Thinking back, in all those years I spent sailing with the fleet, I would have never imagined that one day I'd be laughing over something like this. Well then, me lads and lasses, don't you want to take a wee gander at all the places you're so curious about?
Of course, but how do we get there?
Look, here.
At what?
Blimey, at me, of course. Oh, that's right. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm the smartest chip you'll find in all of these parts. The name's... just call me whatever takes your fancy.
Don't you have a name?
That I do. I just can't remember it. All I know is that I came here from Inazuma.
In that case, Paimon shall name you... Mitaboru! How's that? All the other ships in Inazuma seem to have names ending in Ru, too.
Mitoboru. Ha! That'll do nicely. You're lucky to have met me. I can sail through the choppiest seas with ease. There isn't a wave out there that can capsize me. So, come aboard, and I'll take you wherever you'd like to go.
Ah, how very kind of you, old chap. Unlike that Anemo Archon who abandoned us here.
The Anemo Archon?
You know, the Anemo Archon of Mondstadt. Don't you know, some of these islands used to be Mondstadt's mountaintops. Once upon a time, the Anemo Archon sliced them off to neaten the place up and chucked them into the ocean. My great-grandfather was on one of the mountaintops and got sent flying here along with it. Wretched Anemo Archon.
How could that happen?
And we've been living here for generations since then. Fortunately, there were a few other squirrel families that got stranded on these islands as well, so we built ourselves a kingdom here. The good thing is that there are no predators or competitors around. All the pine cones on this island are ours for the taking. The bad thing is, we're stuck here.
Didn't see that coming. Sounds like the Immernachtreich is a kingdom of squirrels.
Hold thy tongue!
Paimon, please do not make such slanderous statements. The Immernachtreich is, of course, a kingdom of night ravens.
Hey, lad. Yes, you. You're from Inazuma, aye? That makes us brothers, ha! Every young lad of Inazuma has to pluck up the courage to set sail on an adventure one day. So, are you coming?
To set sail is to leave one's homeland and travel far away.
Aye. You need lots of courage and just a dash of heartlessness. 'Cause once you leave, you may never return. But if you stay, you're forever a prisoner in your own heart.
Inspiring words, Mitoboru. And you're right. The Wanderer's spirit runs in my blood. I'll go with you. My friends, are you coming too? I want to take a look at the strange phenomena on that island. Also, I smell ancient timber and waterproof varnish on this boat. The scent is indeed from Inazuma, so I believe he speaks the truth.
Huh. Well, what does everyone think? Oz, lay down the gangplank. Thy princessin shall take to the seas.
Let's all go. It'll definitely be an experience.
Ha! Great! And we're off!
Safe travels!
And so the weirdness begins. Just like Dane's quest in 2.6 in the Chasm made you think differently about killing all them hilly churls, this quest makes you think differently about hunting all them squirrels.
Good going, lads and lassies. Mitoboru admires your bravery. How long have you been here? Oh, it's not your first time. Ha! Well, I never.
I suppose we'll sail this one time in case the boat has anything more to say. And we'll, of course, pass by all these desolate hilly churl camps that I decimated on my search for loot earlier. This area really is some of HoYoverse's best work. It was a real shame when they took it out of the game at the end of 1.6, but at least they're bringing it back again for another event, so we can assume that if they follow this pattern, it will be back again next summer, possibly on the last update before Fontaine, just like 1.6 was the last update before Inazuma, and 2.8 is looking more and more likely to be the last.
There. Please take all your personal belongings with you, and mind your step as you disembark.
Manners, Mr. Boat? Manners again, Paimon?
It's
Not you too, Kazuha.
closer look.
As I was saying, 2.8 looks like it's going to be the last update before 3.0, and I just now noticed a hilly churl camp that was not there before, or at very least I missed before, but we will wait for that for now.
Well, I certainly didn't expect to see you here.
This is a bonsai pot, right? It's nice, but it looks like it's been a little neglected.
This bonsai was in my family for many generations. I saw it once in a Tenryo Commission warehouse, but it looked quite different from how it does now. At that time, there was a withered tree inside.
Why would someone keep the plant in there if it's dead?
It's a way of sending a secret message. It indicated that there was something hidden inside the flower pot. There was a letter buried down at the bottom, which told of an ancient secret in my clan. I did not take the bonsai with me after reading the letter, which means it should still be in the warehouse now. I wonder who removed the plant and placed the pot here.
So the bonsai pot belonged to your ancestors? Seems a shame to leave it empty like this. Kazuha, what do you think about maybe putting a little something inside it?
All right. Though I still don't understand why it has appeared here, I can give that a try.
I knew it wasn't gonna be that simple.
Where's Kazuha?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Everyone's here, except for Kazuha.
Kazuha! Where are you? Are you okay?
No response. Well, let's keep an eye out for him.
Look at the decor here. It's like the inside of a grand mansion. I don't think this is a perilous maze. It's somebody's home. Most curious. What secrets lie within this place I shall surely uncover.
Alright. The prismatic rampart can be used to fire arrows of different colorations. You can adjust the prismatic rampart's angles of elevation, depression, and rotation to allow it to hit targets in different positions. Prismatic seals of certain colors can be dispelled by arrows of the same color, fired by prismatic ramparts. There are 3 different colors for seals and arrows. After you've picked up a prismatic gem, you can unlock a new arrow color at the prismatic rampart. Does this have anything it needs to hit? That must be what we're trying to hit. All right. That's how that works. Cannot activate mechanism now. Cannot activate the mechanism now. Alright. When I was flipping through some old books today, I found my father's old notes. I read them, of course, he wouldn't mind. As I expected, most of the content concerned forging techniques, as well as tricks on how to handle certain ores. The tail end featured a number of hand-drawn drafts, mostly bonsai designs. Well, I suppose this love for them does count as a clan tradition. My son turned 6 this year. His name is Kazuha, just as my wife wished. His coming and her going were not far apart. Think that it has been 6 years since then. If she were still here, she would surely be helping my father in the yard. My father lived well in his younger years, and that lifestyle has greatly deteriorated in his latter ones. It fills me with shame to admit that I am unable to improve these circumstances. He says that it is not important, however, and that it is instead we, who are young, who are the key.
It looks like this letter was written by Kazuha's father. So keeping bonsai plants really does run in the family. But the fact that we're even here and could see his father's notes, it just seems so unbelievable.
Okay, this one cannot be rotated. Let's actually send this one this way. Send this one that way. It's going to send it over. And that appeared to do nothing. Let's keep looking around here before we switch that. Let's change color and then fire. Does not seem that those two over there are for anything. So we will close off one door. Where did that other one open? Okay. Ah. The secret has been revealed. And a common chest. Let's close that up. Excuse me while I figure out what these switches do. This corridor is different. Utility room. To operate the device and investigate further. That's what we had before. The option for whatever room that chest was in has seemingly disappeared, so we will continue inward. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Still trying to figure out how this puzzle works. And explore further. Ah, ladder. Okay, we have another one of these. Collection room, unknown chamber, unknown chamber. Ah. We need gold to break that. We need to hit there to get to it. So that could do it. And that will do it. Let's leave it there. No switchable colors, so we need to find the switchable color to gold before we can get that chest. Cannot activate the mechanism now. Cannot activate the mechanism now, so let's just investigate the letter. To my dear father, Kaidahara Kageharu, ever since the official dissolution of our house, I have packed my bags and left our ancestral home. Wandering the world, and I have learned much on this journey. Today I was reminded of the many scenic artworks you drew in your notes, and as I passed some seaside cliffs by. The sight gave me much to think about. A wanderer's leisure is not the tradition of our clan, but the appreciation of scenery surely counts. I believe it was great-grandfather who stated that particular practice. You mentioned that he enjoyed planting small trees, loving their simple branches, while grandfather was of a different temperament, enjoying fiddling with stones more. Back when I was young, our backyard was full of many curious stones that grandfather collected. Back then, I thought the ground was littered with treasure, but now that I know much more of the world, I can be quite certain that at least some of them were sword-testing stones that grandfather brought back from the forging station. I knew precious little about stones then, believing them all to be of great value. But can there really be so much treasure in life? I am writing this letter as I rest in a shady spot on a hilltop. I intend to burn this letter shortly before using the water from a mountain stream to quench the remnant embers. This way I believe that this message will reach you, though you can no longer receive letters. I dismissed the servants after your passing and settled our various assets. It isn't worth much, but it's enough to live on. I fear that our bonsais may not have fared as well as I hoped. I sold what I could get my hands on to pay our debts, save for great-grandfather's old relic. It was confiscated by the Tenryo Commission. That said, I suspect that staying in their storehouse may have been a better fate for it than remaining in my hands. I have not been here in a long while. The wind whistling through the mountains is just as lovely as it was when you first brought me here many years ago. I'm setting off again. Farewell. Kaidahara Kazuha.
Looks like a letter Kazuha wrote while he was traveling.
Oh, what a sad letter. Lord Kazuha.
Now we should be able to use the switch in here to go to the unknown room. What's up here?
Solidify. This is order.
Let's try and do this without using Kazuha.
Boing, boing, boom!
Busted. Quietly now.
Gather.
No, we're gonna use Kazuha. I don't care. He makes things so much more fluid. You can just group Jumpy Dumpty mines. It's so nice.
Stabilize.
I will have order.
And... okay, that's the color we need. It was guarded by that combat trial. Yeah, I'm not going to try and limit myself to not using Kazuha for story's sake. He just makes combat so much more fluid. It's like a freaking Granum. It wears off after a while. Now I gotta get it again. Come on, Klee. Your tiny legs can't carry you fast enough. Alright. Now, let's go to the collection room before I forget. This should be the perfect setup, or... no, it reset when we switched it around. Yes, it reset. So we bring that into position. Fire. Alright, Klee. And boom. Everything automatically into the inventory. That's nice. What's this next unknown chamber? That has to be where we need to go on. Investigate our surroundings. When you find melodic omamori, you can pick them up and carry them with you. Place melodic omamori in a special shrine to cause certain changes in the surrounding area. Okay. We gotta open that door. Let's put it there. We need to find one more of those guys. Alright. Let's bring it up here. We cannot climb in domains. That is so annoying. Much better. Well, we can climb, but only when there's a ladder present. Alright. Where is it? Not down here.
Follow the wind.
What about... no, that's just another way back up. And... these things. There it is. There's another chest. I'll let Kazuha get this one. And boom goes the dynamite. Alright. We have green currently. That appears to be the base.
Time to go.
Let's check in the courtyard first. Alright.
The flesh resides in society, while the heart yearns for the natural world. Such has been the way of the Kaidaharas for many generations. Kazuha, the future of this clan will one day be in your hands. When that time comes, remember to always stay true to yourself.
I
And
heard an old man say something about the Kaedeharas.
Sounds like it might be Kazuha's grandfather.
Listen carefully, Kazuha. A Kaidahara blade is not forged for the purpose of harming people.
let's actually see if there's one further up that we can use this on.
Time to go.
I wonder how long these last for.
Time to go.
And there was one further up. I was just blind. So let's actually go pick this one up. Gotta place offerings. That should unlock whatever. There it is. Ran right past it. That should unlock whatever mechanism is there.
Father, what are you carving?
It's a rock garden. I'm modeling it after the scenery I saw on my travels abroad. It'll go in my bonsai later. Work has been so busy these years, I've barely had a moment to spend with my grandson. I hope he doesn't take after me. When he's older, he should get out there and see more of the world.
I believe the other voice belongs to Lord Kazuha's father.
Oh, I see. We have ventured into Lord Kazuha's memory.
Very strange indeed, official. Very strange that you're actually making sense.
Time to go.
And here is the last shrine. Nope, not there yet. This is the start of the room. We can probably activate this now. So we will go to an unknown chamber. Ah, yes.
Teach me a lesson.
Another dojo.
Watch your step.
Into the wind.
Show me what you've got.
Jumpy dumpy go!
Around. Oh. Okay, we've actually got one of these nerds still standing.
Gather.
One with nature.
Gotcha.
And round two.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Obviously trying to simulate the vision hunt decree here.
Quietly now.
In order to give us our golden leaf here.
Take it easy.
Your legs are longer than Klee's, Aelon. Alright. Another unknown chamber. Let's see what our end goal here is. Ah, yes. The red leaf. Old yellowed notes. Something quite amusing happened today that I just have to preserve in my diary. The young master got a little tipsy. Well, a lot tipsy. It must be said that the young master is way underage to drink at all. Not knowing any better, he must have confused his father's drink with his own, mistaking that glass of wine for grape juice. From a distance, I noticed someone practicing martial arts in the courtyard. I expected it to be our young master, which I wasn't wrong in assuming, but I never expected to see him in such a state. That is to say, utterly sloshed. He greeted me in high spirits, and if it wasn't for his lobster-red face, I wouldn't have suspected anything. Over-drinking on a summer night is hardly a crime, but considering his age, I simply felt that I had to keep an eye on him. At first I wanted to pretend that I didn't see it. I even made a detour to take things out to the backyard so as to spare him the embarrassment. By the time I finished my work, the young master was already lying on the steps asleep. Ah, what a rare sight it is to see this precocious young man revealing this side of him. A right sight indeed. Another servant and I quietly carried the young master back inside and prepared some tea and snacks to help him sober up and ease the discomfort later. He might have called his parents' names. While sleeping, his eyes closed, he looked so contented. Perhaps he had dreamed of some happy moments in his past. Dear young master, you still have a long life ahead of you. There shall be plenty of opportunities to drink. In the future, that is. A little bit more insight into young Kazuha. And apparently that slip-up with Venti had happened before with
Take it easy.
his household. Okay, that's firing right. That's firing right. That's firing right. We're going to check the angle as we go. That one is firing right. That one is firing right. That one should be good. 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 Let's fire. Moment of truth. Yes. Just one that needed rearranging. And done. Let's get this one back up there quick. And then change to the last unknown chamber, hopefully revealing the true end goal of this. And let's see where our end goal is and work our way backwards. But first, another chest. 2 Primogems. Come on, Yelan. You couldn't make that jump. Do we know where our end goal? It's going up there. This one will not connect. But it should now. Yes, that connects, that goes up and over. Come on. Sometimes these controls with the domain physics can get real exhausting. I get they don't want you parkouring all over the place in sequence-breaking domains, but it can cause some inconveniences. And then we need to up, over. This one's not gonna connect. Now it should. Common chest. 2 Primogems. Anything helps. I am a whale for this game, but any Primogem I can get naturally is less I need to whale. Let's fire. And that is that. 5 Primogems. And with that, we can return to the courtyard and continue onward. Everyone has to face their mortal enemy, and today Yelan faces hers. Stairs. And there's our boy.
Oh, there you are.
Huh? Where did you all go?
This place is a maze. We all got trapped inside except for you.
I've been stuck in this room the whole time and can't seem to find a way out. I have to say, this place looks a lot like my childhood bedroom.
If this is your home, why would you be trapped here? Is the maze trying to keep you out?
It appears that this whole maze is modeled after my family home. And all the conversations you heard in there are in fact words once spoken by my father and grandfather. You said that the maze is trying to keep me out. Indeed, I'm the only one unable to explore this place.
No, you're not. You've been with me this whole time.
I think these unusual structures are some kind of mirage. According to what Kazuha said, all this seems to be constructed based on Kazuha's memory. But why should Lord Kazuha be the only one excluded?
Maybe that comes from me too. To me, what is past is gone. Everything in the world is guided by its own rules, and as for people, we can never relive the past. I think that this belief is the reason why the mirage was keeping me out.
Oh, I can get behind that. It's a very sensible way of looking at things.
All our thoughts have consequences. I don't consider it strange, and I don't think it's anything you should be worried about. We got in here by touching the bonsai, didn't we? So perhaps if we touch it again...
We're back!
Hey, look! That whole mountain's changed completely.
Wait. Everyone, I might have an explanation. The changes in the mirage could be related to the bonsai. My father once mentioned that this pot was originally part of a collection belonging to my great-grandfather. He adored his bonsai and always took great care of them. When our family fell upon hard times, my grandfather traveled far and wide looking for a way to save the clan. However, during that time, my great-grandfather became gravely ill. He knew my grandfather had no interest in bonsai, so before his death, he gave most of his carefully crafted bonsai away. This is the only one he retained.
To hide the letter with that secret in it, right?
Yes, and to give his son something to remember him by. My grandfather returned quickly as he could, but my great-grandfather had already passed away. They never got the chance to say goodbye to each other before the end. After that, my grandfather would spend long periods of time standing in front of this bonsai, lost in thought. Eventually, he started to make his own bonsai. Unlike his father, he preferred arranging rock gardens instead of plants. Perhaps influenced by my grandfather, my father also took a liking to crafting bonsai. Back then, our courtyard was filled with all kinds of them. And this flower pot was passed down to me as a family treasure. It's certainly no coincidence that it appeared here and became the entrance to the mirage. It's almost as if it's giving me a chance to make up for past regrets.
Regrets about what?
There was once a time when the Kaidaharas were an illustrious clan in Inazuma. After the Raiden Gokaden incident, our clan's fortunes took a turn for the worse. By the time of my generation, our downfall was complete. Later, I fled Inazuma as I didn't want to be arrested. With no one left in the Kaidahara clan, The authorities confiscated everything in our home, including this bonsai. Like my ancestors before me, I think I'd like to try it out for myself. Recreate a favorite scene from my travels and place it into this pot.
Oh.
Since the contents of this bonsai affect the mirage, I'd at least like to try my hand at making something. But what style? Should I use plants for the bonsai like my great-grandfather? Or rocks like my father and grandfather? Perhaps a rock garden would suit me better.
So do you need any supplies to make this bonsai?
I think I'll need a set of tools and some rocks that can be carved and made into decorations.
Got it. We'll help you look.
We might just get lucky. If the pot's here, then surely other stuff related to crafting bonsai can't be far away.
I concur. Lord Kazuha, take heart in your search, for my retinue and I shall help you retrieve your missing treasures.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, we have survived our first trip through Kazuha's maze. And with that, I'm going to end this episode here. And next time, we will tackle this bonsai crafting as we explore the newly terraformed island. This island was originally, I believe, the entry point to the Golden Apple Archipelago, the first island you arrive on in the 1.6 event. And with that, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, comments are welcome down below. And until next time, I have been Whale, and I will see you then.